we'll just start loosening up the wrists a little bit because we might be loading, or we will be loading through the wrist. Feel them more than you need to. And just bringing the back of the hands together and bringing your elbows down. Just gently so you get a light stretch. More circles. Shake the wrists out. Just going to get rid of that. Okay. So we're going to do the switches first, but we're going to focus on controlling the movement, what you would normally. So just focusing mainly on controlling more than anything. So we'll start on hands and knees, and then all you want to do is bring one foot off the ground, and then you're going to bring the opposite hand engaged. Bring one foot up, the other hand up, pivoting on the ball of your foot and using the heel as a brake to bring yourself round, and then we're going to just switch from that position back to where we started. So same hand and foot come up. You're going to come up on the ball of the foot on this foot to pivot round, just trying to control the movement, and then planting the foot down. So we'll go back again, bringing opposite hand and foot up, trying to keep pushing away from the ground, pivoting on the ball of your foot, and your heel comes down as a brake, and then planting the other foot and hand down, just making sure you're always pushing away from the ground so everything's engaging and you're not kind of collapsing into your shoulders or back. So we'll go back again, same hand and foot come up onto the ball of your foot, really reach that hand over, spin on the ball of your foot, and then plant your hand and foot down. So we'll do one more, same hand and foot, coming up, come over slowly, and then place your hand and foot down. Same hand and foot come up, pivot on the ball of your foot, rotating round. Alright, and then just shake the wrists out for a sec. We're going to do the same thing, so coming up off your knees, so whichever hand and foot you're putting on the ball of your foot, really trying to control the movement round, place them down, then we're going to come back over the other way, so opposite hand and foot come up onto the ball of your foot to pivot, and you're coming back round. We'll go again, opposite hand and foot, pivot on the ball, and up in this position again. Same hand and foot come up, pivot on the other ball of your foot to spin round to this position. Pivot on the ball of your foot, coming round, keep pushing the ground away from you. Same opposite hand position. That really works your shoulder joint quite nicely. So we're going to go through the side kick through again as well. Is basically starting on your hands and knees. It's a very similar beginning to what we were just doing with the underswitches. So you're just going to bring your opposite hand and foot up and straighten the leg out. This arm just reaches back. Keep pushing into the ground through this arm so you're activated through your shoulder, and then coming back, pivoting, and then the other with a bit of a straight leg. So we'll go and do that again. Up off your knees, bring one foot up, and this is the leg that's going to go straight through. So the opposite hand comes up, pivot on the ball of your foot, heel down, reach out and back, and then you're going to come back around. So we'll go for the other side this time. So whichever side you were doing, switch sides. Coming up off the knees. You're going to bring that foot up, pivot on the ball of your foot, bring that heel down to break, and then the leg just goes out straight. The arm comes back, keep activated through here, pivoting back to the front. Coming up, leg comes up, the arm comes forward, bringing the foot up, pivoting on the ball of your foot to bring the leg through, and the opposite arm comes back, and returning to the front. Alright, and then shaking your hands out again, we'll just go back of the hands together. Gently bring your elbows down. Don't force it, just be nice and gentle with it. And then shake out the hands again. Alright. This time we're going to do a before as well. So this one you want to be in a plank position to begin with. And you're going to bring your opposite knee towards your elbow. You're going to kick that leg back to the side of the pelvis, really reaching round, lengthening through your upper back, and then coming back to the start. So kicking back, bringing that leg round, trying to open up the pelvis, pushing the ground away through your hands, really trying to lengthen, coming back around. One more, kicking back, opening up the pelvis, pushing the ground away through your hands, really lengthening through the back and arms, coming back around. Change sides, opposite knee to elbow, kicking back, open up the pelvis, really push the ground away, and come back. You might find one side opens up better than the other. That's pretty standard for most people. Ideally we'd like to be very symmetrical, but not always the case. Alright, so if you've done 3 on each side, have a little break, shake your hands out, and then we're just going to flow some of that together. So we're going to go from like a crab position into an overswitch, into the side kick through, and then into the scorpion reach. So hopefully I'll stay in frame. So if we start in this position, you're going to prop yourself up off the ground, pushing the ground away from you. Bring your opposite hand and foot off the ground, your feet, and you're going to kick through with this leg. So your leg's out straight, and then you're going to come back round, and then this leg is going to move straight into the scorpion reach. And then coming back round, back to this position, and then you can do the underswitch to land upward one. We'll do that again. Start in a crab position, push the ground away from you. Then you're going to bring your opposite hand and foot off the ground, pivot on the ball of your foot, coming round, switching feet so that the foot that was down is going to kick through, into a side kick through, and then that leg's going to come round, up and over into a scorpion reach, and then you're going to come back into this position, back to the crab. So shake the wrists out, and then we'll try that again, but we'll switch sides. So whichever side you just did, we'll do the other side. Alright. So bring your opposite hand and foot up, pivot, come round to this position, switch feet, so this leg's going to do the side kick through. Then from there, that leg's going to come around into the scorpion reach, and then coming back down and over into the crab. Nearly got myself mixed up. Alright, and then we're going to do one more, going that same way you just went. So into the crab, push the ground away from you, bring your opposite hand and foot up off the ground, pivot on the ball of your foot, switch feet so that the foot that was on the ground is going to kick through, and then bringing that leg through to do the scorpion reach, and then coming back down, pivoting back into the crab. Alright. Shake the wrists out, we'll just do a couple of little wrist waves. Hopefully you're following along alright. We side. Do one side and then switch straight into the other side. Just have the back of your hands together, gently bring the elbows down. So we'll try and do this, so we do one way and then in the crab position, prop yourself up, push the ground away through your hands and feet. Then you're going to bring opposite hand and foot up, pivot on the ball of your foot, switch feet and reach. Coming back down, opposite hand and foot up, coming back round, into the side kick through. That leg's going to come through into the scorpion reach. Then coming back round into the crab. Go one more. So into a side kick through. That leg comes through into a scorpion reach. Coming back round into the crab. Switch. And then back of the hands together. Gently bringing the elbows down. And then just shake them out.